Halt, fiend. Hey, it's good to see you again. It really is. Um, it's been a bit, I know, and I kind of so yeah, I left you a letter. Um, I still can't do the scribbles like you very well, but it's okay because a lot's happened. See, since the last time you saw me and you came over here and you said halt fiend and all that, I thought halt fiend was just like a weird way of saying hello. Now I've learned you were like sent here to kill me. I'm glad you didn't, because you're like nice like that and stuff. But you know, you helped me learn a lot of things, and you helped me learn about stuff like stealing and why it's not okay, and how to know when you're stealing on accident. So because you helped me, you know, learn all of that stuff, I thought that maybe it would be good if I invited you over to show you sort of my new collection, if that's okay with you. I've been working really hard to decorate my nest, and I'm really proud of how it's looking and how everything's turning out. And I've not been stealing at all anymore, so there. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, first off, let me show you something really neat, okay? It's really, really cool. You're gonna like it. Do you see these? They're they have these super cute tiny drawings on them. And so I was talking, so okay, it's like a long story, but after you came and you explained things to me, I decided I would go back to Human Town and talk to all of the humans there and see if I could understand a little better. And so I ended up finding there were some humans, and I went to try and talk to them, and they threw stuff at me, and I thought, oh, we're playing a game, we're having fun. So I started throwing things back, but then like one of the things they were throwing hit me, and it actually like really hurt because it was like sharp and stuff. And I realized, oh, this isn't a game. They're like trying to like murderize me or something. So then I didn't stop showing up. I actually showed up a lot more after that, but I stopped throwing things back, and I showed up and I said, hey, we can be friends. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for stealing stuff. And eventually, when I like didn't fight back or anything, they were willing to talk to me, and one of them taught me this this card game, right? And it's this really pretty, really cool card game that has like really pretty art on all of the little cards. And so I started playing it, and he was super nice. He was like, you can just have this it's called a deck of these cards. And I was like, wow, that's really amazing because they're all really pretty and I would love to decorate my nest with them. he was like, well, guess what? These are part of a trading card game, and that means there's a bunch of them, and people trade their cards for other people's cards to get cooler and better ones. And so, anyways, turns out I'm really good at the game, and so I play with some of the humans, and we have a deal where if I beat you, then I get to take one of your cards. And so now I'm getting like a collection of these really pretty cards, and I don't have to steal any of it. And they're all just super pretty. So, yeah, like look at this one. It's called Hallowed Spirit Keeper. It's really cool. I have a hard time reading it sometimes. So sometimes I have people who help me, but turns out I'm pretty good at remembering what the cards do based on like the art and stuff. So there's this one, it's called Marble Diamond, and so it serves as white mana. This is a white deck. That's and it enters the battlefield tapped, which means you can't use it the first turn. Yeah, and I just memorized how that works. So, yeah. This deck, I think they said it was a commander pre-made. So it's like it has exactly 100 cards, and it's all. So anyways, I have this. There's this cool card. It's called my commander, and it's like the strongest one in the deck or whatever. I don't really care about how strong it is. I just think it's really pretty. It's this. So it's this pretty lady named Nahiri the Lithomancer, and I think she's really cool. And yeah, so there. Oh, this one's called Karoo. I just think that's fun. It's called Karoo. It's got like a savanna on it, and these pretty like kind of gazelle looking deer, and a really pretty tree on the card art. Yeah, it's neat. It's all so pretty. Oh, Loxodon Warhammer. That's an elephant guy. I know an elephant guy in real life, but they're not called Loxodons in real life. So, yeah, it's really cool. And so I decorate my nest with a lot of these cards, but I keep these ones in the deck so I can use them to play and get more cards. Everyone says I'm really good at the game, so that's nice. Sometimes I think they're just being nice to me, but that's okay too, because people being nice is cool. So there. Anyways, I have more in my collection too, because after I started playing the card game with people, then more people started talking to me, and I started talking about you remember my bottle? You remember my little bottle? Yeah, it's made of this stuff called glass, and it's all see-through, and it's pretty and stuff. And it makes me really happy to have it. Well, turns out there's like a place where you can get just like a bunch of them, and it's not stealing. Yeah, this human showed me what's called a landfill. And I didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I didn't really get it. But apparently it's a place where people just put stuff that they don't want anymore. And so I started like rooting around in there, and I found so many cool things. Like I found another bottle, but this one's made of this stuff called plastic. And so it's got like a totally different texture and a totally different sound to it. And I think that's really neat. And I like little treasures that you can put stuff in, and you can put stuff into bottles, right? And so that's already really cool. I go and I fill them with water sometimes, or one time this human friend of mine gave me one filled with it was a soda pop, and it was all like bubbly and stuff, and I thought the bubbles were really pretty, but then the human was like, hey, take a drink of it, and I did, and it was like all fizzy on my tongue and stuff, and it tasted like really yummy. But it also kind of scared me because I've never tasted something that was like fizzy before. So I spit it out at first, but then the human took a sip himself and was like, see, it's safe, it's fine. And so I took another try, and I gave it a go, and it was so sweet. And I really like sweet things. That's why I'm always like taking fruits from bushes and stuff. I used to get sick all the time because I ate a lot of fruits that weren't very good for you, actually, because it turns out some fruits aren't good for you. You know, they don't teach you that in school, but some fruits, well, I never went to school, but I imagine they probably don't teach you that in school. Some fruits actually aren't good for you. Some of them are like poison, right? And so, anyways, yeah, I like sweet things, and so that the soda pop, I really liked it a lot. Anyways, I've discovered, right, at the landfill place, they have all kinds of things that you can put stuff in that are also really cool on their own, right? So like look at this, okay? Here. You see this? It's made out of metal. Out of metal. Like what your sword's made out of, and all that. And so it's this really cool material, and it's super strong, right? Because metal is super strong. Except I don't know if metal actually is that strong, because I could like crush it with my talons if I really wanted to. Anyways, so this is like made of metal. It's called a can. So it's not a bottle. It's called a can, apparently. And it's kind of shiny, and it's got some soda pop in it right now. Like, look at this. I can just like take a drink of it. It's good soda pop. It's very, very good. And did you know that like when you drink some of the soda pop out of it, it kind of like changes the sound that it makes. It makes it like a little bit higher pitched when it has less of the soda pop in it. I don't know how that really works, but it does work like that. So, actually, if it's okay with you, I mean, I'd offer you a sip, but like, I really like it. So is it okay if I just drink the rest? I can? Okay, thank you. That's why I like you, because you're so nice. No, I didn't steal this from anywhere. It was given to me by one of my human friends, because they're so nice. Did you know that humans are so nice when you get to know them? It's true, they really are. And that makes me really happy, because honestly, I was kind of scared of them when I realized they were like trying to hurt me with the stuff they were throwing. But it turns out they're super chill. They were just like scared, and especially because I was accidentally stealing from them all before. But like, once I talked to them, they started like just being so cool and so nice, and it makes me very happy, okay, is what I'm trying to say. It makes me really happy to see how nice people can be. And I got like all these cans and bottles and my cards with their pretty art and their letters on them. And all the other harpies are gonna think I'm the coolest. And this time, none of it was stolen, so no one's gonna take it away from me or say I did something wrong. And I actually, okay. This is going to be crazy, okay? Bottles, cans, you can put stuff in them, right? But what if I told you you can put your bottles and your cans into something else? Pretty crazy, right? But it's true. And none of the other harpies are going to believe this until they see it. And then they're going to think that I am like the coolest. They're going to love me. They're going to want to hang out with me, which is great because I've not really had many friends before. I mean, I have human friends now, which is like really awesome. But also, like, you know, all the other harpies, they used to kind of pick on me, but now my nest is going to be literally the coolest nest out of any harpies ever, and so they're all going to want to hang out with me, or I guess, no, they're all going to want to hang out with me, and that'll be great. So, and you're going to want to hang out with me, right? I mean, you already do hang out with me. That's why you're here. So we're friends, right? Yeah, we're friends. Anyways, I'm gonna keep saying halt fiend to you when I see you, just because I think it's funny. I think it's silly. I think we're silly. I think that's the kind of friendship we have. We have a silly friendship. If you're okay with being silly, I hope you are. I like being silly. Anyways, so right, you can hold your cans and your bottles in something else, which is also really cool. So let me show you this. Okay. This is called a bag. It's very high level stuff, okay? So this is a bag. There's two main types that I've found at the landfill so far. This is one of the paper ones. The paper ones can be a little bit fragile, but they make the nicest crinkling sound. And you can just crinkle them away, and they're really interesting. They're like, you can't see through them at all, which is very different from the glass and the plastic bottles and the other kind of bag, which I'll show you in a bit. Which makes me think it's a little bit more like that metal stuff. Except it's not as shiny. It's all like brown and stuff. But I just really think it's neat, and I put bottles in it sometimes, and you can put like a bunch of cans in there and then shake it around, and it makes the coolest sound. And I actually took one of the bags and I tied it to a stick, and then I hung it up like way above my nest, and it's like those flag things that the humans have, but it's my flag, because my flag is a bag. Which makes my flag cooler, because you can put stuff in my flag, and you can't do that with a human flag. So there. I'm just kidding. I think human stuff is cool, I guess. I think a lot of things are cool. I'm just like, suddenly I'm thinking I'm cool too now, and that's really new to me, because I never really thought I was cool before. Anyways, so I have one last thing to show you, and it's the other type of bag, okay? Are you ready for this? Because it's gonna blow your mind. You see this? It is a see-through, crinkly bag. The human said it's made out of plastic, like the same kind of plastic that the bottle is made out of, but it's like way thinner and all crinkly and stuff. It's like a totally different sound, you know? And I think that's really, really neat and really important to keep in mind, is that you can do like all sorts of things with a bag and put stuff in it, and this one's see-through, which makes it extra special. It feels a little bit more sturdy than the paper one. Like it feels like you could leave this one out in the rain and stuff, and nothing would happen to it. But like if you left the paper one out in the rain and just left it out for long enough, then it would probably kind of fall apart. But this one, no, it's well put together. It's a very well put together bag. And I really respect that in a bag, you know? So anyways, yeah, I go to the landfill like a couple times a week and I grab all kinds of random stuff. And some of it I keep and some of it I take back. And I've made my nest the coolest nest anyone's ever seen. And I think that's really special and neat. So yeah. I really wanted to invite you over so you could see that you know, I learned from you. And you came over and you showed me all of the mistakes I was making. I learned and I grew, and now I have an even cooler nest than I did. And none of it was stolen. And I think that's really cool and really impressive of me, honestly, because I'm such a cool harpy. Alright. Well, I'm really glad you came over. Do you wanna I don't know if you have a deck of the funny cards, but if you wanted to play a game, I would really like to. Or if you want to have feather cuddles, then that works too. Or if you want to talk, or if you want to go to the landfill together, we can grab more stuff. I do think you're really cool, and so, you know, I can't make you a part of my nest, but you can visit my nest and hang out, and then everyone will see me hanging out with you and think that I'm cool, right? Being cool isn't everything. Of course you'd say that. You're really cool. It's okay. It's okay. You want to know the truth? I know the other harpies will probably never like me. They're mean like that. I'm not really worried about how they see me. I care a lot more about how you see me. Because you saw me making a lot of mistakes and doing a lot of stuff wrong. But instead of getting mad at me or even trying to hurt me like you were supposed to, you saw that I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. And so you were nice. And so, you know, I guess I do want you to think that I'm cool. But that's just because I really think that you're cool. And I want the person who trusted me to do better when you never really had any reason to trust me. I want you to see that I really am, you know? That I've made friends, and that my collection is, ethically sourced now. And I don't know, I enjoyed cuddling with you, and even when you were telling me that I needed to give all my stuff back, I really enjoyed showing it all to you, so I guess I just wanted to see you, and I wanted to know that you saw me and what I'm trying to do, the Harpy I'm trying to be. And I think you do see me, so I'm happy. And the cool humans, they see me and they like me, and so I'm happy. And no matter what the other Harpies say, I do think I'm pretty cool. And I don't need anyone else to tell me that. So, I guess basically what I'm trying to say is, thanks for not killing me. And thanks for giving me a chance. You have played the card game? Well, then, let's go grab your deck and then we'll play it together.